right, here we go. Show number 54 of Into the Cubieverse, and we are live.
Hey, the Cubieverse is a GPS-based game where you walk to get keys, use keys to open trivia vaults, answer trivia to earn rewards, and convert those rewards to enhance your in-game experience or convert them to real-life rewards. Thanks for joining us tonight, and get ready as we take you into the Cubieverse. Hello, Gold Miner, Atrocities,
Hey,
Magic
Magic
Dragon
Dragon.
here.
Hi, Magic Dragon. Hi, Trusty.
Hey, how
uh,
are you feeling this
uh,
week, Magic Dragon?
Gold Miner,
Recovered,
how was your week?
recovered from last week?
Recovered from last week.
Yes, I'm feeling much better. Last week, my back decided to play its age and go out for no really good reasons, except I fell down the stairs outside in the snow trying to shovel the deck steps for our three-legged dog. There you go. I'm sure that happens to everybody, though.
Happens to everybody.
Not with our three-legged dog, though.
Oh, he's fine. He got down the stairs. He was able to get back up now. Yeah, it was when it gets too much snow in the back deck, which we had a lot of 2 weeks ago. It sometimes makes like a ramp, so then he doesn't have the kicker on the right side to push from. So he gets up there with the left foot and it slides back down, and he can't get up the stairs anymore. This is the first time we've had enough snow in multiple years that it became a problem for him. But so yeah, that's just a little digression there. But we're back now. Was able to play Cubieverse still a little bit.
Excellent.
And Gold Miner, how was your week in the Cubieverse?
Rather uneventful. Didn't really do a lot. Like, we're still not putting our steps back on because of the weather. It's right. Up until the past couple of days, it's been bitterly cold and well, a lot of snow this week. But I think in all the trade checks, the only one that was successful in getting anything bonus was Atrocities. I don't think I got one thing, and he was getting 2 or 3 each outing. Had a money quest today, but other than that, rather uneventful.
Okay.
So, what about you? Magic Dragon?
Let's hear Atrocity first. See if it works.
For me? So, I think I had some decent payouts on trade checks this week. Most exciting thing is I got, I think, at least two, if not 3 payouts of corrupted ooze. I think I picked up 1,500 corrupted ooze, so I think one of those was definitely during a happy hour. And then I got another. No, wait, I had 2. Did I have 2 500 drops today? No.
Yeah, I think you got 2 during happy hours.
Yeah, so corrupted ooze all the way, loving it. So that was great. My luck is definitely turned on that stuff because it's been a long time since I've I've got some payouts, but usually the common stuff, right? So getting the rare is great to have. And other than that, the only other interesting thing is today I completed my Adventure Road for the month, and I did it without purchasing it. Which, in hindsight, knowing that February was a short month, or not realizing February meant that I was going to be actually 2 days less on completing it. It was a bit of a gamble, so or a bit more of a challenge. Obviously, February is a tougher month, just having 2 less days. But I got done, so I'm happy, and I'm happy with my decision not to have purchased Adventure Road this month. Just looking at the resources that were available, the paint is whatever, but I'm there for Adventure Road. I want the rare and the epic resources, and there's just too many common resources, I think. So it wasn't.
You don't get the Western guy then, right?
I don't get the Western guy, but
it's the barman guy this month.
Yeah, it's the barman, bartender. So I'm hoping I can grab him in the auction house sometime soon. I did pick up. I ended up picking up 2 copies of the Pineapple House this month. I was bidding on one. And then another one came up with the buy it now, so I bought the buy it now, and then
Okay, atrocities,
And-
you're cutting out a lot here. I don't know, Magic Dragon, how well can you hear him?
I was good there. Just press on. Press on. Anyone in the chat complaining?
they're saying my sound might be a bit
Atrocity's
low.
sound is low sounding.
Other one
Yeah.
says I'm sounding fine. Is that here? Let me pull this up a bit. How's that? Is that better?
I think a little better.
That's better for
Slightly.
you. And you
I
say,
don't know what the hell it is.
and then
It's
the
a
comment
muffled
here
one.
is
It sounds like this. This is what it sounds like when we're talking.
Yes. I agree.
it's amazing how like no change right from last month, right, or last week.
I know. That's just funny.
So,
Could be a new signal in your house or something that's causing interference. Whatever.
anyways, the comment here is
That's good.
you're actually cutting
You
out.
pineapples. You didn't buy Adventure Road. You completed it. Trade Shack's been working out well for you. Did you have a Buddy Quest?
I did have a buddy quest, and it was I say it went smooth. So no, I can't smooth enough to the point that I can't even remember when I had it or who I had it with. Let me come back on that one.
No, those are great. Like, don't even have enough time communicating to etch their name into your brain, right?
Exactly.
I'm done.
I must say during Buddy Quest, I find people aren't getting my messages when I send them a message.
Right.
Like I notify them in under Buddy Quest on Discord that I'll send you a message, and then like yesterday's was okay, I'll watch for it. I'm like, well, it's already been sent.
Yeah.
So I had to go back through Discord into the Buddy Quest area and like check your box, it's there. Like, and that's not the first one. It's happened the past 3 or 4, so I don't know what's going on.
It was
If
it was
are you
fire.
done your week, Trust
Sorry,
I can
sorry.
comment on the
Fire.
Buddy Quest aspect if it's my turn.
Right. Fire 673 was who I did the buddy quest with. That's with Fire with a
Yep.
PHYRE. That's what I did. Super quick, great communication, awesome. So there you go. Your
Oh.
turn, Magic Dragon. How's your week in the Cubieverse?
Well, it was good. I got a couple weeks worth of information for you guys. None of it's, I get back to Chinese New Year and stuff, but we'll talk about that in a bit. Buddy Quest, I'm finding the same thing. Messages, I don't use Discord very well yet, so I don't always remember to go to the Buddy Quest channel. I have a Buddy Quest right now with Dado 2040 or 2050. Sent a message where, I sent another message saying hello. We now have 3 days and 4 hours to get it done, which is
Delete.
pushing. It's pushing my limit to hold on to somebody, but they're currently 123rd for
Right.
this month and like 100 and something or 300 and something all time. I'm like, you're a player. You've been active. I don't think you're getting my message.
Well, and
So-
likewise, why aren't they messaging us back? Like,
Oh yeah, or first, right? Like that's the thing that I find that I didn't message, but you also didn't message me. So if I delete you now and move on, they're wearing a Tom Servo robot,
Hmm.
right?
been
So it
around
made
for a
me
while.
think, so when we have to do that? That's crazy. But they're 123rd this month, so they can't be that bad.
Did you check
So,
in how many BQs they've done?
No, I haven't. I forget that hack almost every time. Well, I usually get good connection, communication. So, but yes, I'll check that out after the show, figure it out. Now, Trade Shack. Let me tell you, I have zero idea what I've got from any Trade Shacks for the last 2 weeks.
Why is that?
No clue what I've got. Because when I upgraded my phone to a new and improved model, Samsung S24 FE or whatever,
Yeah.
and when I Trade Shack, the faces of the Cubie gets all black and squiggly coming in and out, and then when I hit, oh, hold on, I may have been sent a message. What it looks like, no, I was not.
Yeah.
Oh, Liz found a bunch of O'Briens found my person.
Nice.
He doesn't answer you though? Oh. Okay, she also is just informing me that she has now had 2 fails with that person.
Oh,
Ooh. Ooh.
So I think Dado 2050 will be coming off my Buddy Quest list. Although he has answered her in Discord at
Really?
some point before, never answered later on about meeting up or getting it done. So I think that person will have to come off my list.
I
But
think that's a
back
right
to
move.
the glitch and error. I should have sent you a screenshot of it. I've filed reports saying when I open the box opens. As it drops, the chest drops down and puts a big black streak right down the middle of my screen. And then as it explodes all in total blackness and covers it like a mushroom cloud. I can't see anything that comes up. I shouldn't say that. 3 times total in the 2 weeks, it just miraculously worked. And every time I did, I'm like, oh, I guess they fixed it. No, it has not been fixed yet.
maybe every time it's all black, maybe that's when you're getting the bonuses.
No, the whole thing is black. It's check to look. It's just awful. I checked today. I was looking to check up this Dado guy to check his messages. I went to my managed friends, and every one of the cubies in my managed friends also does that squiggly black face thing. So there's something I don't know. It doesn't like my new phone. I've sent it in. I've uninstalled, reinstalled, sent it in, talked to them. They've looked at it. They go, oh, thanks. I sent a video of it happening. And then after I leave a trade check, my next 4 or 5 vaults, the cubie that manning the vault goes black, but then it clears up for the rewards to come in. So it puts a temporary glitch on my entire game.
Could it be the phone?
Well, it's got to be the phone. It's got to be something to do with the phone.
It's
not.
Thing. But they can usually make adjustments and fixes for a new phone,
Yeah.
right? So it's a weird glitch, but I don't know what to do about it. Everything else is working fine without problems.
Can you?
I went to, and here's the other mind-blowing thing. Green vaults work, and I got another chromatic blueprint today.
Hey!
What?
Nice.
I now have. I'm in utter shock. The second one I got out of the same green vault. So I've only ever got chromatic blueprints up to this point from 3 different green vaults. Never hit this from the same one twice. Today I got another one. I was like, whoa, that's okay.
Who's Green Vault? Who was the owner of the Green Vault?
Bunch of O'Briens.
Nice.
Yeah, she was not so happy for me, even though we're now tied with 4 chromatic blueprints each over our lifetime playing the game.
Well,
She was
listen, you got the Nutcracker, so
Right.
of course she could be salty.
No, she was salty because now she's not ahead of me. And but my hit rate now has skyrocketed from what it used to be. Where I was like 1 in 300, then I was like 2 in 160, then I was 3 in 152, and now I'm about 1 every 140.
I think I've only gotten 3, haven't I?
Yeah, I've only got 2, so you guys are all talking rich people folk talk.
So I'm like, okay, Greenbelts want to treat me nice, that's okay.
Right.
Trade checks treated me very well during Chinese New Year. So that was good they treated me well for bonuses. They didn't treat me very well for the blueprint for a long time. Buddy Quest, trade checks, no idea. Pizza Quest, all good. I finished Adventure Road today. I did purchase it. I finished it by equipping a chromatic cubie. Get the 100 points. I only needed 2 more points, so I could have answered any one of the vaults around my house and been fine and completed it. But I wanted to do it with the big, hard one of the daily adventures.
You just wanted to rub it in the bunch of O'Briens.
That brings me to another thing. I don't know if I told you guys. I don't think I told you on the show about it. I may have sent you some information, but I had my first ever rejected photo quest.
You did send that to us.
Really?
That was awesome.
It's the only thing we talked about around the show.
No.
No.
So I just open up my phone. It's like just after switch, 7:05 or 7:10 here. Oh, click on a vault I can get from my living room. And it's like, oh, mandatory photo quest. Like, oh, okay. Go to my back door, open it up. I'm like, stick my thumb up to take a picture with the back and everything. It's too dark. My photo quest is rejected because I can't take it in the dark. And the messages they send are very stern warnings. They don't mess around, right? So
Yeah.
it's like when I click on a vault that I've already done, but it stays white. And I click on it, it's like, you've already clicked on that one. Try a different one. I'm like, oh, sorry. I wasn't trying to deceive you. Like, the message sounded like they're warning me, like I'm trying to do something. I sent in a message. I'm like, hey, this is what happened. You wanted a photo quest in the middle of the night, or when it was dark here. I did the best thing I could on my back window. Like, don't worry about it. We'll look into it. The next thing I know, the next day I get another photo request in my house again. I walk downstairs, go to the front where it's light. It's light, but there's shade from all the trees. So hopefully this won't be accepted. I haven't received my resin yet as an acceptance. But hopefully I will.
How quickly did they reject it because it was too dark? Like immediately?
No. 2 days.
You would have gone through the
I think.
normal,
Okay.
because I think those are all reviewed by people, right? So, I assume it goes through the normal process. But you're right, because like I don't recall having that issue too often, where I need to get a buddy quest, not a buddy quest, a photo quest, like at night, right? Like we play all the time,
Yeah.
and it tends to be that they pop up during the day. Obviously,
Yeah.
you go to Yellow Vault. They've popped up the Yellow Vaults, and I recall them being, darker, but there's lights in the area. But you're right. I don't
Yeah.
necessarily know if I want to be taking a photo quest
No.
from inside my house. I don't necessarily know if that's what they're looking for,
Yeah.
by any means.
I just had another thought on that though. Like maybe it's my own fault because I felt like I had to go outside to take it. I know they won't allow it from the car, but since they've expanded the distance, I could be in the middle of a hockey arena when I want a photo quest in the middle of my son's game or whatever, and I
Yeah.
clicked on a vault. I don't think I'm gonna leave the arena. Maybe I should have just taken it, my thumb in my house.
Take a picture of
right.
the bridge behind you or something.
Yeah.
Well, no, not that goes. I mean, maybe now all of them should be allowed. Maybe not the car, or maybe you can in the car because the passenger you can drive, right?
So
you can play with.
I seem to get mine in the car all the time, and I often take pictures in the car most of the time. And it always seems like it's around the corner from our house. So you stop, it's open the window, like middle of winter, open the window, stick your thumb out. And I
Yeah.
swear to God, some of my neighbors are going to think I'm stalking them by taking pictures of their homes because there's nothing
Yeah.
else. There's
You
nothing.
probably thumbs up, like, "Hey, good job, guys!"
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be
If
funny.
I'm sitting on my couch clicking vaults around my house, and it asks me for a photo quest, I think the next one I might just try taking a picture in my house. Here, there's
Yeah.
my TV, there's my thumb, because really the photo quests are to confirm it's the same thumb every time, right?
Mhm.
I assume so.
That's what they want to do.
But like
I-
seriously, like how can they really tell if it's the same thumb every time?
They're
probably can.
building
Like,
up an AI
I'm sure they
AI
have-
thing in the background.
Software for it, right?
Right?
But I'm not letting anybody play my game anyway. I play it, nobody else. That's fine.
Like I'm pretty sure I take pictures.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I've taken pictures with my gloves on in the wintertime. Like I'm not pulling my glove off when it's like minus 30 and
No.
Yep.
But as long as this end up being the same gloves, right? I think they're
The biggest problem is the people who refuse to do the photo quest.
yeah.
yes.
The bigger problem, maybe your thumb your glove with the thumb, like whatever. At least you're doing it to
Mhm.
confirm it's real. I don't know.
Yeah, and I
There
think
seems-
possibly if you're where that would really catch is if you're like doing a GPS spoofing sort of thing,
Yeah, that's what I would say.
where it'd be pretty much impossible to even take a photo in the first place. I think that's
Yeah.
what that's primarily designed to get,
Yeah, that would be
right?
right.
So,
Oh, I'm gonna maybe when they let me know about this next photo quest that I sent in, I will send a reply asking them if I'm in my house, can I take my photo there? Like, there's got to be people living in apartment buildings, 30th floor, no windows that open or anything. You go to the window, you can't step out on the balcony. You got to be okay.
Well, I can't imagine it's an issue. Like they've changed the radius so you can reach them from distances.
Right.
Obviously, people are reaching them from their houses, and like you know, that I can't imagine that they'd reject it because it's inside the house. Like I simply think if mine came on during that time that I was at home, I'd be taking a picture inside the house. I'm not running outside.
So,
Like
I remember though when we were at Coin
Just
Hunt.
assume they reject the one in the house
Right.
because they would in the past reject the ones where they could see the car frame.
Yeah.
If you took a
'Cause-
picture inside your car, and they're like, "No, we don't allow pictures from inside the car,"
Yeah.
and please take another one or whatever.
Because when we were at Coin Hunt Fest, we could grab vaults from within inside the hotel. So there was a
Right.
couple times where, I'd click on a vault from inside the hotel. It wanted a photo quest done because you're in another country and the whole thing, whatnot. So it's triggering. And I got rejected because I was like taking a photo from inside the hotel's.
you got
Lobby.
one at the Las Vegas airport at McCarran many years. Like
Yeah,
when we went for Coin Hunt Fest, I think it was.
yeah, and I think that one got rejected too. I think.
Oh, did it? I did one in there, and I don't think mine got rejected.
Maybe. I don't know. Anyways. It's
Yeah, but since they've expanded the reach or the radius, maybe now they've also expanded
they loosened it up.
what they'll accept.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna ask that.
Good. So I just looked up your Datto 2050 guy.
Yep.
And he's got a grand total of. Actually, let me see. He's account level 31. So I'm going to ask you to guess how many buddy quests has he completed?
Sorry, pardon?
10.
Guess.
No, 2. 2.
Gee,
2.
He wants you to guess. The dude is at level 31 on his, level 31. Guess how many? Does it say how long he's been playing for?
Oh, yeah. 3 years, 27 days.
3
Yeah.
years, 47 days. How many completed buddy quests do you think he's done? Was his question.
Until you said 2, I would have said, I'm going to say 1.
7.
Really?
0?
7.
7.
7. Okay.
7. I think you kill him.
So, yeah. just
Like
lead him.
right now.
Okay. So, gold mine.
Yes.
Let's not let atrocities talk for a few minutes. But could you give me a small recap of both of your Chinese New Year events?
Yeah, small recap. We both got the blueprint. I think Atrocities was around 76, 77. I was 101. Got lots of, we did a lot of hunting, got lots of resources. We both liked the event. We liked the challenge of the event. We liked that we both got the blueprints, all the blueprints. It was also kind of fun that the blue vault drop for the blueprint, for the rare. That was harder and a bigger challenge as well. Atrocities got his first over mine, but not by more than a couple vaults.
Excellent.
We both really enjoyed it. I said I was
What?
kind of freaking out for a bit there, thinking, I kept saying to him, "Oh my God, let's go to Dorchester, let's go to Dorchester," and he's like, "No, if you calculate how many we have, how many trade checks in London that we have, we should be good." We did go out once, maybe twice out to Dorchester, once, but then he got his in Dorchester, and then mine was the next day.
But point
Okay,
out, though,
not bad.
that neither one of us ended up spending the red key to finish the...
Yeah, neither of us used the red key to finish the game.
Oh,
So
okay.
I have bought the Chinese New Year headquarters. I got that on buy it now in the auction house. Some were hugely priced. I think I paid 50 or 55,000 cubic coins for mine. I was happy with that. I was looking for ones for him. Nothing had come up except for the really high, crazy priced ones. And then one finally came up, but he ended up missing he was bidding in a bidding war with somebody, and then he left it like a few minutes too long, obviously, because it sold. He wasn't expecting
cheap.
to sell at that point.
Sold cheap, like 15,000.
Sounds overall you guys had a good experience, and
Yeah.
it's weird you're changing your tone and stuff about putting in the red keys. I understand it, but I don't know if I'd have that in me not to do it.
Well,
And I did.
frankly,
I completed the quest. I spent my red key. It was
Congratulations.
fun. Yeah, got my blueprint, so not to buy. I got mine on Chinese lucky number 77. Pretty
Nice.
shack, which was good. Bunch of O'Briens had to wait till 94, and she was sure she was not getting it. We made our last trip into London on the last day with only a few hours to go, and she got it. So that was rewarding and wonderful. And yeah, I love the challenge part too. I had slightly complained that Christmas was too easy to just, I don't know. It was just too much, right? I complained about that, and I was glad that this one, you had to grind it out. And I found, like, a lot of people, I posted into the Cubieverse Facebook page and asked about people, hey, did you get the blueprint, yes or no? And what trade shack number? And surprisingly, a bunch of them got it on quite a low number. We were like, yeah, I got it my first or second. I didn't complete the event. I had no idea what was going on. I got the blueprint, so I have it.
last week we did a poll, or Atrocities did a poll on the podcast, and it ended up being 50-50 that people got it.
Good. Okay.
Which I was kind of surprised it was that low.
Yeah, but
I
no,
would've
wait,
thought it
there's a
would've been higher than that.
last minute vote that it went 45-55.
No, it was that, and then it went 50-50.
Went back again. Okay.
It doesn't matter. I understand what you're saying. So I'm feeling a little frisky. Sorry, but yeah.
Likewise, back to use the red key. Within the next few days after that, we had the Super Bowl event. Atrocity. Yes. I picked the Chiefs. Atrocity picked the Eagles. He ended up getting the 5 boxes from that, and he felt like that was
It's a better pair
better
than
than
most
what he would have
ticker
got
boxes.
if he paid a red key.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Possibly. I appeared to be. I shared my loot box on Discord, and I got a lot of wows, and that's fantastic. And I was one of the ones who got the lucky ones who got the top prize or whatever. I don't remember everything, but the 2 things that I got that everyone said were key items, I got a fire heart and fireflies.
Nice.
And both people said those were both banging loots.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are decent loot.
They're still in my inventory. I don't know what I'm going to do, but at least I've completed the quest.
Right.
Yes.
That's the thing to me, right? That's why I play the game. I'm a casual player who goes hard for the quest.
Yeah.
If it's a hard player like you guys, there'd probably be more strategy when it comes to spending red keys, which events I want to complete and everything. But right now, I live for the events basically. So.
Yeah. And we're right there with you. I think though, we got to the point where it's like, okay, we can put the red key, send the red key in, and finish the quest chain and complete the event. But is it worth it? So in my mind, we both completed the event, right? Even if on the official statistics,
You didn't complete the
they
event.
may say we're not. Yes, but I could have if I wanted to. But the price, because at the end of the day, if I put that red key in, I was paying a red key for the Epic HQ, and that's what I was paying for it. Because the thing was too is we were looking at what people were posting, what they got out of their ticklers, and that was turning me. I was like, why? It was like why? Why? I don't think so.
Thought on that though too. You know the restaurant theory.
What?
100 people go to a restaurant. You know, everyone likes it except for one person. No one hears about the good reviews, but 1,000 people hear about the bad review. Because you don't hear the. So I think the majority of posts were people who are upset with their loot boxes and sharing them.
See, I want to say I disagree with
Hoping
that.
People who
because
got the good ones weren't sharing what they received.
I don't agree with that. I think I think those tickler boxes are mediocre. You might luck out with something, but I think for the most part, they're just very disappointing for a red key.
Yeah,
And
They
And
could
I'm
use
gonna-
some work. I'll admit that, but
and I'm going to say as well, yes, I agree. People that get whatever, you're going to see more complaints. But I also saw what people that, other players that we know of or that posted theirs, and they were
Yeah.
kind of disappointing as well, right? So, like, if I was to look at, like some of the people that are regularly watch our show and are in our chat, if we're
Yeah.
looking at theirs and they're posting them, evaluating based upon that sample, people weren't necessarily getting the greatest results coming out. I think the problem is there's too
and I can
much.
dial back my feelings a little bit too. Like, sure, I got a Fireheart and Fireflies, which everybody's telling me is great. Would I pay a red key to get a Fireheart and 250 or 500 Fireflies, whatever it was? No.
No.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't trade that with somebody. So I agree that the tickler boxes still need work.
Yes. I was saying
I don't
last show, I thought that what might be a good idea is, the tickler box comes in, instead of 5 items that pop up, maybe they pop up 10 or 12 items, and then you pick the 5 you want.
Yeah, but still, could you imagine like cricket bats, adobo chicken or whatever, and all these other things like fish and chips come up? Like,
Eventually
you have all
you're
these
gonna
things.
need blueprints too.
Pardon?
Eventually you're going to need all those resources because you are going to own those blueprints as well.
No,
That would be a great thing. If I knew that I was going to get a blueprint that I didn't have in a tickler box.
Sure.
It just pick one blueprint you don't have, nothing higher than a rare, and that was going to be guaranteed in a tickler box. That's an idea.
That's an idea.
That would kind of make it more improved for me. And even if they slapped in there like 1 in 100 chances of getting an epic blueprint that you like, as well as or on top of, like.
And 2 weeks ago, someone in the show mentioned it'd be great if they had a chance to get keys back too, right?
Yeah, but they also need to tweak the key thing too, because I find that the key thing is kind of a little antiquated now.
Yeah, and that all that ties back into.
Hardcore players, you have lots of keys. Casual players like me who live for the events, they don't have as many keys as you guys do. I do have a nice stash I've been holding on to, but the Halloween Christmas event combo, I'm down like 4,000 keys.
Sure.
Blue key total, talking like I used to.
Yeah, and we're right there with you. We're not doing our walking like we had been doing. So our keys, although we still have a lot, what would be considered a lot of keys, we are certainly down a lot of keys. Like starting back in the Toronto event, and then all events since, like we have not recouped anything close to what we had before that Toronto event.
Yeah.
Like we're probably down a good 25, at least 1,000 white keys since then. I'm probably down 500 green keys since then. And
no, you never had 500 green keys, right? Like those white keys, you would have converted into blue, which would have converted into the green,
true.
right?
That is true.
But
before Toronto, before the Toronto event, I had something like 150 keys or 125 green keys, and they just I've had to make so many green keys. It seems like I'm finally slightly stabilized, and I don't even know how many I have. It's not anything significant though.
Yeah, I'm down. Looking here, I'm down 40,000 white keys. I had like 85,000 white keys at the most, and I'm at 44 now. And obviously, those got converted into blues and greens and everything else. But 40,000. But at the same time, I feel like I did the math at one point. If you're hitting walking goal 3 every day, you should be good on keys, right?
Yes.
For the most part. Likewise, it also depends on the number of green keys. Yeah, because I could go out and I could burn 6-7 green keys a day, but we're not. And because at one point we're doing that trying to get the chromatics, but we're not burning them like that. So it's also a decision not to do those, to hold on to keys, for sure. But overall, I think there's a lot of keys for the most part. You can come into the game and get whatever. Now, obviously, the more you walk, the more you put into it, the more keys you will get. But that whole red key loot box, tickler boxes, and where it all ties back in the same way I'm looking at from the point of the Adventure Road, right? Like the resources I'm getting out of the Adventure Road they're common they're paint or common resources for the most part. And really, I want the one things I want to try and get, which I think I can pick up in the auction house, are the headquarters and the Cubie. And if I can do that, then I'll keep my crystal keys, because I am now 1 week short. So next week at this time, I will have enough crystal keys where I could buy the gym once it comes out.
Right.
And that was once again why I stopped to build up so I could get the gym. So.
Well, that makes sense.
Are you guys doing a gym out in Dorchester?
No idea yet. It's not on the immediate radar. The next step, the next thing on our radar is for me to have a push for Builder of the Month. So
don't do it the month the gym comes out, because there's going to be a lot of people building that month.
No, I know. But
can you try to tweak your buttons again there, Atrocities? I find it's even harder.
How's that? No? Yes?
Maybe a bit, but not.
I can hear you okay. It is not crystal clear and beautiful like Goldminer and I, but.
How's that? Is that any better?
No.
No, I can still hear you.
Is that any better?
Yeah, but you're right. I won't. I'll try not to do it the month the gym comes out. Really don't have a lot to go. I'm still waiting for a couple tags to be approved in town here, so that'll be good. And I know there are some other tags that I'm going to add that I need to wait for the next refresh with the OpenStreetMaps and everything. So once that gets done, I got a game plan. So
awesome.
We'll probably see the first sushi restaurant out here. We do have a new Korean restaurant that's opened up, and they have some rolls on there. So we got that tag added. Got our second pizza shop in town here. I'm still scouting out a location for our third green vault, but that one's going to have to cross the river. So that would be great to have 3 green vaults available, which would really make some of these daily tasks more manageable, like with the green vaults for us.
Yeah.
We have 2 now, which is good, so we can get 4 total over a 2-day span, in case we get the total. But when they have 6, I think there's a 6 green user vaults, right?
Yeah,
I think that's the hard one.
I think there's only 3 green
Or is
user
that
vaults
the blue?
max.
It just seems sometimes it's not going to work.
Yeah.
But unless we drive London.
Right. Well, I hate it when you do the green user vaults, and then it pops up as part of the buddy quest or the adventure road, and like, oh geez, I've used all my green user vaults for today.
Yep. That happens far too often here, because if I pass a green user vault, I go for it. I'm still, I'm my own enemy. I still burn some green keys if I'm taking too long to get the perfect and I think I've taken too long, even if I see the answer, I don't do it. I'm still doing it. I'm still burning. So I'm trying to get high percentage of perfect, right? I think out of my 450 something green bolts, I'm about 420 to 430 perfect in that range.
Know what you need? You need a good old fountain.
Yes.
Perhaps, yeah. We need a fountain tag though. But yes, that would really work with the green ones. That would help a lot.
It really does. Like I'm finding we go out, if we're going out for a drive, and we go by a fountain, we'll stop and, well, not stop, we can do it as we're driving, get even a subject that you find is one of your top 3 subjects, right?
Yeah.
Now, sometimes you luck out and get like cinema, art, and music all in one, or for me, history is not my forte. History, cinema, and or history, music, and
yeah, but you're getting better. You're getting better at those.
But you can get a different wish.
Pardon?
You can just put another blue key in and try a different wish.
You can. The bad thing with it, though, like the other day, it was happy hour and we were going through. I ended up putting 12 keys in his fountain to get that happy hour topic or category.
They don't seem to rotate well.
But it's usually 1 or 2 if you're going to just pick a category just to make it a lot easier, right?
But those categories don't rotate well, right? Like it says, pick another. Don't like these. Pick another one, and you throw another key in.
Yeah.
Usually 2 of the 3 categories you just had come back right back up.
Yeah.
They don't seem to rotate very well at all.
Yeah. And the other day we had used the fountain during happy hour, and we were doing some questions up along the seminary, up around Kings, and some of the ones like you put in your key and it comes up with 3 choices. One of them being the happy hour one, but usually like with the
like, are you ready?
Yeah, usually it comes up, are you ready? And you're like, what the heck's going on? But the topic of the happy hour always seemed to come up on mine, but that happened 3 or 4 times, so that was kind of a weird little glitch going on there.
Yeah, that's new glitch. I also find that with the water fountain, it almost seems you pick a category, and it almost creates a subset of questions in that category that you keep going over, because it seems like you get the same questions over and over and over during that fountain period.
Not that we're complaining about that part.
It's a good thing.
No. I didn't notice that when we've used the fountain. When we come to London, we generally get a fountain when we're doing a walking tour or whatever. So it's I've never noticed getting the same question over and over again. A few, but not constantly.
Yeah.
There always seems like 1 or 2 questions are always coming up.
I'll get the same question like 4 times out of the first 20 vault with the same category. It just happens a lot.
Maybe it's dependent on the topic as well, or like the category itself.
Yeah, of course, because they'd have fewer questions available in certain topics, perhaps.
Yeah.
And J-Bone, just in the comments here, they're saying that they had the same thing with the yellows. 3 of the 6 didn't give the eye and the ready option either for them. So it seems like it's a bug that's cropping up lately with this latest build. But Magic Dragon, though, the other way to reduce the number of green keys you're spending in user vaults is, are you practicing up with Anki Droid?
I'm not. But I should be. But I just ran. I don't know why I don't. I read all the time. I have lots of time to do things. I just got to get myself down there and do it.
Right. Because
now, Chabone said that she put in a bug report. I did the same thing with our yellow vault here in London. I put my key in during happy hour. I was using my fountain, and my category did not come up. I put in a bug report, and they said, because I said, like, I got it right, it was perfect, but I didn't get double of everything because it wasn't my happy hour category, because it was obviously a issue or a bug. And they're like, okay, great, thanks for reporting this, we'll pass it along. And that was back at Christmas time that happened, and I've heard nothing since. So,
and they put the fix in,
like
and they
answer.
put the fix in, and this is what happened. They made it worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I did respond back to that about a month and a half later, and I said, "What's going on with this? What are you doing to compensate me back for my happy hour, doubling my?"
Well, I don't think you'll get compensation for that because technically you didn't answer a happy hour
But
question.
it should have come
But
up
you-
because I got the fountain.
It should have, but it didn't. So I think it's two different bugs.
Well,
Unfortunately,
well.
yeah, you know,
Yeah, gold miner.
Still,
I
it's
think
a
you're
bug.
SOL on that one.
I think it would have won $1 million, but I didn't.
I just want extra stamps and extra.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know. I really like how the math works for you, and
I
I
know.
appreciate it, but I don't
I'll
think you're
work
going to
on
get double.
So
So I think that's. I know it's a few minutes early, but you guys have another topic you want to talk about or anything, or are we done early today, or?
I think we can look at the wrapping it up here. Not much really has happened.
What you want to do? Hopefully you'll get that fixed as well. Huh? Whatever. it is.
How's this? Is that any better? No?
no.
No? No?
Now,
No.
Bob did ask well earlier on in advance, saying, "Is there going to be another event, or what is the next event?" I think that I heard somewhere on Discord that there was a coin event next month. And weren't they talking about the season, like the air, the water, the...
Yeah.
Weren't they talking about that happening at some point? But I don't know when I heard, like, I don't know when that was mentioned and when that was for. The Earth
Element.
elements. There we go.
Yeah. Element invasion.
Element.
Yeah, someone
Yeah,
said
there's
that.
something.
What?
I think I was mentioned in the last Hunter's Lodge. Was that not?
Yeah, I think that was.
There, yes.
So. But, anyways, I'm myself is also happy to wrap it up. I'm catching a cold here, so.
I'm just getting over one, and it's long. We had our daughters home from university for the last week, so that's been nice, but also tiring.
Yeah, we've had our daughter home as well, and our son will be home tonight back from Mexico with his girlfriend. So,
Okay.
yeah, he should have been home shoveling, and we should have been in Mexico.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Thanks a lot. I'm glad we could. I'm glad I could get back on the show.
Yes.
I don't like missing it for any reason. So.
Well, you got to
No.
put your health and your family first, always. So.
Yeah, whatever. I don't mind. Okay, you guys have a great night.
All right. Well, thanks
Yes.
everybody for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment below. We'll see you next
Whatever
week.
you
and-
said, I think it was good. I have no idea that time what he said.
Well,
It was
just-
not.
We'll just say bye to atrocities in the bye atrocities
Yes.
way, and
Hey, it wouldn't
you
be
know
the
what?
show if there wasn't some sort of technical difficulty.
with sound.
The chat,
Yeah.
the chat can hear me just fine.
Can you do
so-
atrocity sign off? I know you're not very good with my sign in, but are you good with his sign off? Like, subscribe, and share, whatever, all that stuff? Or is he gonna try it?
He already said it, actually.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah,
that's.
that's when you said you were happy with whatever he said.
Oh, okay. I had no idea. I thought he was adding something to the other thing. Okay. Bye
Okay.
then.
Bye. Happy hunting.
Happy hunting.
Happy hunting all. Yeah, I could hear him that time.